Hello?
Hello?
Hi, this is
This is.
Antonio here, calling with Clever Programmer. How are you?
Hey, good. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing pretty well, thank you. Hey, Kazi asked me to reach out to you. Obviously, we received your submission, and at this stage, we're just going to have a quick chat. Should only take about 10 minutes to see if you'd be a good candidate for coaching with Clever Programmer. Okay?
For sure.
Awesome. So, it may or may not be a good fit. We'll see. But if you do seem like a good candidate, what we'll do next is schedule you an in-depth consultation via Zoom, where we'll break down your situation in more detail, break down what you'd be getting exactly from Clever Programmer, and then at that point, we'll determine how to move forward.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds great.
Awesome. So, yeah, let's get right into it. So, first off, just briefly tell me, how are things going for you right now? What are you doing currently for work?
Well, bit of a explanation for that. So, well, how to best explain it? My job that pays the bills is a packaging line operator for a food processing plant.
Okay.
Through that role though, I was able to, or I had an opportunity to create a program that manages and to manage our overtime and allows the employees to sign up for overtime. So I've also kind of got a web developer or app developer job on the side for that.
Okay.
But then just yesterday, a couple postings I'm working on applying to a couple of software engineering positions for the corporate business unit or whatever of the company that I work for. And those are that's as far as the professional side of things. But my overall goal, and what has been since the beginning of my programming journey, to ultimately be self-employed, and that's where why I, or more along the lines of why I reached out to Clever Programmer.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, and I know I kind of rambled there and probably made little to no sense, but if I answered your question, or maybe if I need to go a different direction with what you were asking there.
No, I appreciate that. No, I think I understand. So, currently what you're doing right now obviously is not, really fulfilling you, and you're looking to, obviously shift over into, programming, developing, all that kind of stuff. Now, how long, you talk about your programming journey. How long have you been on this journey so far?
The end of 2019, beginning of 2020 is when I really started. Well, that's when I started learning Python and went from there.
Gotcha.
So about coming up on 3 years now, or a little over 3 years now.
Yeah. And then your ultimate goal is you actually want to start your own company, is that right?
Yeah. But yeah, the ultimate goal is full-time self-employment. I have gone through the process of setting up my LLC. And yeah, like the business end of those sort of things. Like.
Gotcha. So then, currently right now, I know you're saying, these new postings coming up, you're seeing some opportunities. What do you feel like is the biggest thing that's stopping you right now from, taking that next step?
Well, yeah. So on the entrepreneurship end of things, like I said on the application, it's a lot of self-doubt and kind of thing. But a lot of it stems from the how to put. I guess I'm the expert in my peer group when it comes to computer software engineering in general.
Yeah.
And that was true before I started learning. So I've come a long way and learned an incredible amount. But I guess I'm just still apprehensive about like actually going after a client, even, the prospective client that I have in mind. But like reaching out and, actually getting the client and getting into it and running into something that I can't figure out in a timely manner and it affects my client. And, so I guess, building a network of, peers that I could actually, or, that are above my level, but that I know on a little more personal level, building that professional network is a big thing holding me back, I think, now that I've talked all that through or rambled
Yeah.
all that through.
Oh, thank you. No, I appreciate that. I hear you. So, up until this point, not being able to have that, that peer group that you can lean on and kind of learn more from, up until this point, how much of an impact has that had on you, from stopping you from, moving forward?
Yeah, I mean, the biggest overall has been, this stone wall that I've got about going after a client at all, like reaching out in any form. And previous, it's definitely slowed the learning process at times. There's a lot of beating my head against the wall and eventually figuring it out, but it's, a lot of things that probably could have been explained and taught to me a lot faster.
Yeah. Save you a lot of time and energy.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah. Gotcha. So then, what exactly might you be looking to achieve here with Clever Programmer's help?
Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. Kind of, well, yeah, interaction with, again, how I'm trying to say, I'm hoping that they could help me with the skills and resources to start building that professional network and start, and that's the first bullet point.
Yeah.
And then just like the, I say like procedure, I guess, protocol, I know it's not that formal, but like, as far as initiating contact with a prospective client. Yeah.
Learning how to be able to not only, be competent in the skills, which will obviously build your confidence to knowing what you're talking about, getting yourself to that next level, but then also taking that specified knowledge and bringing that to the marketplace and being able to actually monetize, your skill set.
Exactly. Yeah. And definitely a heavier emphasis on the latter part. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm by no means an expert in web development or anything like that, but as far like I am confident in that I've got the skills to, do the jobs that I'm applying for at Cargill or, any, or, to fulfill the prospective clients' needs.
Yeah. Gotcha. I think I heard you mention earlier too that there's sometimes where took you a little bit of time to figure out what you needed to do and affected your client. So, but of course, like in this business, there's always new things to learn. You're never going to learn everything, so we're always learning and growing, right?
Right. Absolutely. And yeah, and that's that was what I was trying to say too. Or yeah. Anyway, but because there's gonna continue to be those times where there's something I just can't get figured out. I'm beating my head against the wall, and that's where when I'm in the position, or when that's happening on a project for a client, I want to have a network of better, someone other than Google to ask the question to.
For sure.
Or to ask a question to.
All about who you know as opposed to what you know, right? Having that network that you can lean on people.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, that being said, it forced me to be extremely resilient in my learning process and figure a lot of things out, or gain skills in figuring things out that way.
Yeah, no doubt. So, what's going on here is that, Kazi is looking for a few committed individuals who are prepared, to become highly successful developers. as I alluded to earlier, my specific job here is to select the individuals who I believe are the right fit to be mentored by a clever programmer and who have the right character traits to succeed in this area. Okay. Because honestly, we would love to help everyone. But since we do get hundreds of people who want to work with Clever Programmer, and it is an intimate workshop setting, we can only take on a handful of new clients at a time, right? So, um, like on a scale of 1 to 10, how committed are you to, achieving your goals?
Uh, 10 out of 10 if I can't go higher than that.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, from, well, yeah, it's a long story, but it's
Okay.
3 years ago I discovered it's my life's calling.
Sorry, say it again.
3 years ago I discovered it's my life's calling, and it's only been more certain every day since.
Okay, I hear you. Very nice, man. And have you ever worked with, a mentor or a coach before, help you in a specific area of your life?
Closest would be when I was a mechanic and working in that sort of setting. There was a lot of more senior mechanics that I learned a lot from and was able to pick up a lot of skills and things from that they just don't teach you in school, or had to be in that time period to learn initially.
Yeah, there's only one way to to learn those little nuances and stuff like that, right?
Absolutely, yeah. Tricks of the trade.
So, George, to be very clear here, obviously to reach your goals, naturally will require a small investment in the beginning. So, do you mind if we spend a quick minute or two just talk about some finances?
Absolutely.
Great. So, how would you rate your current financial situation right now if you had to choose between, say, excellent, good, okay, or bad?
I would say I'm on the upper end of okay.
Okay. And what does that mean exactly? Like, if you were to say in terms of your income, how much approximately would you say you make per month?
Well, net would be right around $4,000 would be what I bring home.
Okay. And is that just your income, or is that a household income?
It's just me, but I am the household income.
Okay, gotcha. And just roughly, how much are you able to put aside, after your expenses and that?
Well, that's why I'd say I'm on the upper end of okay, because there's a couple hundred, usually a couple hundred to 500 left at the end of the month, depending on how many hours I get at work.
Gotcha. And so just ballpark, how much you say you got put aside in total?
Oh,
Just like a ballpark.
yeah, total, not all of it would be liquid, but I'd be right around 4,000.
Gotcha. And then you talk about liquidity, like how much would be liquidly available to you?
About half of that, roughly.
Gotcha. So then, George, like what are your, career and income goals that you had set out for, this year specifically?
Income goals, I guess I haven't. Well, being able to make my monthly expenses off of self-employment, being able to be full-time self-employed would be the ultimate end goal. But really, if I could just start making some recurring income some recurring monthly income from a self-employment end this year, that would be a huge step ahead of where I am currently.
Awesome. Okay, I hear you. Now, as I mentioned earlier, to reach your goals naturally will require a small investment, and to become an expert in coding, and become valuable in the marketplace, so you can become self-employed, as quickly as possible, with the help of Clever Programmer. What that would require, to come on with us, it would require an investment of approximately 2 to 3K. Okay. Now,
Okay.
this is my experience speaking. If you want to get there as quickly as possible, right? So the question I have for you is, are you financially capable and willing, to provide that investment right now if you were to see the value in a program?
Oh, absolutely.
Got it. And, is this your sole decision yourself, or, is there anyone else that's going to help you to, kind of decide if this is what you want to do?
Nope. It's just me and my dog, and she can't say much for her opinion.
Gotcha. Okay. And, if you want to move forward, hypothetically speaking, when would you be able to start with Clever Programmer?
Well, I definitely want to start as soon as possible. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, just either way, it'd be a matter of schedules and everything. So, but yeah, as soon as possible for sure.
Gotcha. Okay, George, based on everything we talked about here, in the direction you're looking to move towards, I think we can help. You definitely seem, very dedicated and serious about this. So let's put you through to the next stage. Set you up with a consultation call with Kazi's right-hand man, Jason. Okay, and
Right on.
once Jason's able to go through your situation with you in more detail, you can really ultimately determine, if there's a clear fit here for us, and a path forward for you to succeed. Okay, it's really important for us to, make sure you achieve like a high level of success, so you can generate, that life-changing result that you want. Be able to be, full-time self-employed, right?
Absolutely.
Awesome. So, once you're on the call, at that point, you can really share with you some of the methods and frameworks, of what we teach our students to become, high-level developers. And once he's able to go through, the whole program with you from A to Z, at that point, he can really lay out some action steps for you, to get you really ramped up. Okay?
Awesome. Yeah, that sounds amazing.
Perfect. Okay, so just give me 1 sec here. Let me open up Jason's calendar. Are you available later today? Would 4 o'clock work for you to hop on a call?
I can be if I have to be, but I got to work at 3. It's Friday though, isn't it?
Yeah. Would 6 o'clock would later work, or you're going to be working this evening?
Yeah, I work a second shift, 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. Central Time.
3 p.m. I gotcha. Okay. How's tomorrow sound? 10 a.m.
Yeah.
Or you're working late? How about does noon work for you?
Let me. What time is that? Oh yeah, that's at 7:30. 10. Yeah, 10 a.m. tomorrow would work.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be just fine.
Okay. You sure that works?
Oh yeah, 10 a.m. Central Time, right?
Central Time, correct.
Yeah. Yep,
Okay.
that'll be perfect.
Closing call. Okay, just give me 1 sec. Oh, sorry, I just had it updated on the calendar here. Can we push that back to 10:40?
Yeah, that's no problem.
Okay, thank you. All right, so I just locked that time in there for you. Do you mind just checking your email real quick, just to make sure you got that?
Yeah, no problem.
You see it there?
Not seeing anything yet. Sometimes take a while to come through on my phone though.
No worries. As we wait for that, just a couple more questions for you. And have you used Zoom before?
Yeah, a couple times anyway.
Okay, perfect. So there'll be a link there in the email once you get it. Now, just 2 things I need from you to be ready for your call tomorrow morning. Number 1, just be in a quiet space, somewhere where you can be focused. So, if you're at your home, somewhere in your home, or if you have a home office, something like that, and just be on an actual computer, whether it's a desktop or a laptop. Okay, just don't be on your phone. It is a Zoom call.
Yep.
So, I want you to be hands-free, right?
For
And
sure.
2, if you have time later today or tomorrow morning, just spend 5 or 10 minutes just to think about and write down 3 goals that you'd like to accomplish within the next 12 to 24 months. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very specific. It's very important that you get specific, on this next call, and then you have a clear vision of, what. Okay.
Write that down quick.
Yeah.
You said for the next 6 to 12 months.
Anything within the next 2 years, 24 months. If you
Okay.
have something that you want 6 months, 12 months, and 24 months, whatever whatever your goals are.
Perfect. Let's see it. Stop.
Were you able to see that email yet?
I'm looking from here and should have come through by now, but no, I'm not seeing it yet.
Maybe check like your spam or something like that. Sometimes it might hop in there.
Good call. Ah, yep, here it is. Yep. Saturday, January 14th, 10:40 a.m. Central Time. Zoom link right there. We're gonna star this one and move it to inbox. All right. Either way, yep, I got her.
Awesome. Well, hey, congratulations. Man, one step closer to your goals. How you feeling about everything?
Amazing. Yeah, it's
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Excuse me. Yeah, definitely excited.
Great, man. Yeah. Happy for you. Just before I let you go, just to confirm, tomorrow, what do we got here? Oh, sorry. 10:40 a.m. Saturday, January 14th.
Yep.
Would you be available tomorrow morning, maybe 1 hour before your appointment, just for a quick 30-second call, just to make sure, you're ready to go?
Yeah, that shouldn't be a problem.
Okay, perfect. We're excited for you, man. Thank you so much for, taking the time on this call here. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. And, best of luck on your call tomorrow with Jason.
Hey, thank you so much, man. Thanks for calling. It was great talking to you.
Yeah, likewise. Appreciate it.
You have a good one.
Okay, you too. Bye for now.
Bye.